commitment to excellence. What does that mean? To everyone's going to be a little bit different. But for me, I see a lot of people and I hear a lot of people, and they have this dream or this goal to be the best in the world at whatever it is. Obviously, we'll say powerlifting in this point, because that's what I do. It's what people that watch my stuff, that's what you guys do. So everybody wants to be the next Kevin Oak. Everybody wants to be the next Eric Lillibridge and Dan Green and all those guys. And that's good. I think that having big goals and big dreams can drive you to be super successful. But I think a lot of it is the desire to pursue it, and the commitment to excellence fades after a while, right? After, a lot of people, if they don't get it in one training cycle, if they don't get it in the first year, if they don't get it in the second year, they pack up their bags and call it a day, because they just don't think that they're made for it, or it just gets a little bit too hard for them, and they have to realize, once they realize the amount of work that has to go into it, and the commitment that has to go into it, then they just realize it's just too hard, and for me, commitment to excellence is to continue to pursue something long after the desire of it fades, right? You have an initial desire to be great. Once that fades and you're stuck in the gym by yourself, lifting weights and doing things, that no one else is doing to become the best, and you're still not there, do you quit? Do you pack it up? Or do you just keep pushing through because you have that desire to become great, that desire for excellence? And 9 times out of 10, people quit once it starts getting too hard for them. And they don't realize that the guys that I mentioned before have been doing this for, lifting weights and pushing weights and taking care of themselves for a better part of a decade at least. So a lot of people, they think they're going to get it done in their first year or two. And they think they can do it kind of half-assedly and, not eat good, not sleep good, miss out on training days, miss weights, not finish their exercises, because they got to go catch a football game. They cut their workout short. Those are the people that aren't going to make it, and those are the people that think it's cool to do it, but then once they realize how hard it is to get there, they're gone. And I just feel like a huge flaw, a huge fault in people these days is their ability to push through adversity when things get hard, and to keep grinding away and keep doing what they have to do to get better. It may not come in year 1, it may not come in year 2, it may not even come the first 5 or 6 years, but eventually something will click, and eventually you'll start to progress, and eventually you'll start to manifest those goals and those dreams that you have. And for me, it was moving out here and moving across the country, really, to train with some of the best in the world, and getting out here to Portland now. I see people that complain about driving 20 minutes, 30 minutes to the gym, so they just stay at a local 24 instead of coming to train at, one of the best powerlifting gyms in the country. Meanwhile, I had a guy come up this weekend from Florida who's not even that big into powerlifting. It's his first meet, but he just wants to be the best at everything he does. So he'll come out here, learn, train, ask a bunch of questions, dial everything in, just to go back home and do his first powerlifting meet. And that right there separates him from 99% of the people out there that can't even make it 20 minutes to the gym, or can't even make it to the gym because their favorite football team's playing, or can't even stick to their nutrition plan or their recovery plan, or it's not so much the hours in the gym that make you great, it's the hours outside of the gym. that are going to push you to that next level as well. And some people get it and some people don't. And if you're going to have that commitment, if you're going to have that dream and that desire, you got to have that commitment, right? You got to know what you're getting yourself into. You got to plan it out. You got to know that nutrition's important. You got to know that sleep's important, recovery is important, mobility, hours and hours and hours spent outside of the gym to participate in a sport that doesn't pay you. That's dedication. That's a desire to be great. The guys that I talked about, they're not doing this to make money. They're doing this to leave a legacy behind, so people know that they were the best of their generation and generations to come. Like everyone talks about Ed Cohen. Everybody wants to be the best at what they do, or at least the top guys, and they carry it out. They'll have bad days, they'll have bad weeks, they'll have bad training years, but they keep grinding away, they keep pushing, because they know that's what it takes to get to the top in anything that they do. And it's no coincidence that the guys that are at the top in any sport are usually the ones that are successful outside of it as well, because that translates over into your job, your work ethic. Your desire to be great doesn't just stop at the gym, and it transfers over into everyday life. So finding that commitment and writing it down and mapping it out is what's going to take you to the next level, guys. So just take that into consideration. Think about what you're really trying to accomplish, and you know what, if it's not meant for you, then that's fine. It's not meant for everyone.